ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ್ ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ತೆ.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ನಮಸ್ತೆ, ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ಯಾರು ಹೇಳಿ? ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ್ ಸರ್ ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ಸರ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಈಗ? ಹಲೋ ಕಿಶನ್ ನಮಸ್ತೆ. ಕಿಶನ್ ಸರ್.
ಸರ್ ಹೇಳಿ ಹೇಳಿ.
ಸರ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಉಂಟಲ್ಲ?
ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಉಂಟು ಸರ್. ಅವ್ರು ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ್ ಸರ್.
ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ್ ಸರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಸರ್. ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ್ ಸರ್ ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇದೆ.
ಓಕೆ ಓಕೆ, ಅನ್ಮ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ ನೋಡಿ.
ಸರ್ ಈಗ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆ.
ಈಗ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ರೈಟ್? ಓಕೆ
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ ಸರ್. ಆರಾಗಿದೆ?
ಓಕೆ, ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಹಾ,
Yes, sir.
ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ and education studies on English language empowerment and soft skills. English teachers forum Udupi and Supreme National School Mangaluru. ಈ ಎರಡು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗಳ ಜೊತೆಯಾಗಿ ನಡೆಸಿರುವಂತಹ ಕಳೆದ 20 ವಾರಗಳಿಂದ 19 ವಾರ ನಡೆಸಿ 20ನೇ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಾವಿದೆ. ಬಹಳ ಯಶಸ್ವಿಯಾಗಿ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು ಉಡುಪಿ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆ ಹಾಗೂ ಉಡುಪಿಯ ಹೊರಗಿನ ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳು ಆಲ್ ಓವರ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಗಳಿಂದ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರ ಒಂದು ಉತ್ಸಾಹಿತ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸುವಂತ ಮುಂದುವರೆದು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನು ನಾವು ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಈ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮೂಲಕವಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸಾಫ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಎಂಪವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಸಂಬಂಧ ವಿಚಾರಗಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಹಲವಷ್ಟು ವಿಷಯಗಳನ್ನ ಈ ವೇದಿಕೆ ಮೂಲಕ ನಾವು ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈ ದಿನ ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಬಹಳ ವಿಷಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಗ್ರಾಮರ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಇಫೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಲಿಸೋದು. ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಗ್ರಾಮರ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಬಹಳ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮುಖಾಮುಖಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಈ ದಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕುಂದಾಪುರದ BO ಸರ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತ SK ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ ಸರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರನ್ನು ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಸಮಾರಂಭಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಮಾಡಿಕೊಡುತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಸರ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಟು ಆಲ್.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಹಾಗೇನೆ
ಮುಖ್ಯ ತರಬೇತುದಾರ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇರೋರು ಧರ್ಮಾನಂದ್, ಶ್ರೀ ಪ್ರೌಢಶಾಲೆ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರು, ಅವರನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಬಹಳ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಸಮಾರಂಭಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ವೆಲ್ಕಮ್ ಧರ್ಮಾನಂದ್ ಸರ್.
ನಮಸ್ತೆ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಹಾಗೇನೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಟೆಕ್ನಿಕಲ್ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ನ ಕಿಶನ್ ಸರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಬರಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಗಳಿಂದ ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಮತ್ತು ಜೂಮ್ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಮೂಲಕ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಲಾಗಿನ್ ಆಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕ ಮಿತ್ರರನ್ನ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಮಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಮೊದಲನೇದಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂಚಿತವಾಗಿ ಚಿಕ್ಕದಾಗಿ ಅವರ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋಣ. ಶ್ರೀ SK ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ ಕುಂದಾಪುರದ BO ಆಗಿ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಾಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ವಲಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 1999ರಲ್ಲಿ KS ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆಯನ್ನು ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಮಡಿಕೇರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಹೆಡ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭಿಸಿದವರು. ಹಾಗೆ ನಂತರ ಸರ್ವ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣ ಅಭಿಯಾನದ ಸಹಾಯಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರಾಗಿ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೂಡ ಗಣನೀಯವಾದ ಸೇವೆಯನ್ನು ಸಲ್ಲಿಸಿದವರು. ನಂತರ ಅಸಿಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಮಿಷನರ್ ಫಾರ್ ರೈಟ್ ಟು ಪರ್ಸನ್ ವಿತ್ ಡಿಸಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೂಡ ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಕಾಳಜಿಯಿಂದ ಕೆಲಸ ನಿರ್ವಹಿಸ ಕುರಿತಾಗಿ ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಬೆಳೆಸಿದವರು. ಹಾಗೆ ಪ್ರಸ್ತುತ ಕುಂದಾಪುರದ BO ಆಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬಹಳ ನಗುಮುಗದ ಸರಳ ಸ್ವಭಾವದ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಅಪಾರದ ಕಾಳಜಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುವಂತಹ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳು ಶ್ರೀ ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ ಸರ್. ಈ ದಿನ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಅತಿಥಿಗಳಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಹೊಂದಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಹಳ ಖುಷಿ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರನ್ನ ಉದ್ದೇಶಿಸಿ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಮಾತನಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ವಿನಂತಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. ಪದ್ಮನಾಭ ಸರ್.
ಎಲ್ರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಬಹಳ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್ಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಚೀಫ್ ಗೆಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂತ ಅಶೋಕ್ ಹೆಕ್ಕಟ್ಟಿಯವರ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಥಮವಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದಂತಹ ಅಭಿನಂದನೆಗಳನ್ನ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಬಹುಶಃ ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ನಾನು ಒಂದು ಕನಿಷ್ಠ ಒಂದು 5-10 ದಿನಗಳ ಹಿಂದೆ ನಾನು ಅವರ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ, ಅಶೋಕ್ ಹೆಕ್ಕಟ್ಟಿಯವರ ಶಾಲೆಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ. ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಅವರು ಏನು ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಮಟ್ಟದ ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲವಾದ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ. ಬಹುತೇಕ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಅಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರವಾಗಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂ ಅನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಎಸ್ಕತ್ತೂರು ಶಾಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಂಗಿಂತ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮಾಧ್ಯಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದುಕೊಂಡು ಒಂದು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಭಾಷೆಯನ್ನ ವ್ಯಾಕರಣಬದ್ಧವಾಗಿ ಕಲಿಸುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನದ ಭಾಗವಾಗಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ರೂಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿರುವ ವಿಧಾನ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ. ಬಹುಶಃ ನಿನ್ನೆ ನಾನು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿಗೆ ಬಂದು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಶಾಲೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಐಡೆಂಟಿಟಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿರುವಂತ ಶಾಲೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಾದ್ರೂ ಮಾಡಿದಾರ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಗಮನಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ನಾನು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾರಣಗಳಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಭೇಟಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅನುಭವವನ್ನು ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಾಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಸೂಕ್ಷ್ಮ ಗಮನಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ ನಾನು. ಅದನ್ನ ಗಮನಿಸಿದಾಗ ನಿಜವಾಗಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಕುಂದಾಪುರದಂತ ಬ್ಲಾಕ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಸ್ಕತ್ತೂರಿನಂತ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವಿನೂತನವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿಗಷ್ಟೇ ಕೇವಲ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗಷ್ಟೇ ಅವರು ಸೀಮಿತಗೊಳಿಸಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಒಂದು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಫೋರಂ ಅನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಎಲ್ಲ ಶಿಕ್ಷಕರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಲಿಯುವಂತ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಬೋಧಕ ವರ್ಗದವರಿಗೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅಂಶ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ತಲುಪಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಾವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಪಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತದ್ದು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಶ್ಲಾಘನೀಯ. ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ತುಂಬಾ ಕುಗ್ರಾಮದಿಂದ ಬಂದಂತವನು. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹಾಗೆ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಾನು PUC ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಗೆ PUC ಹಂತದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಲೆಕ್ಚರರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟೈಸೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಅವಾಗ ಇದ್ದಂತ ಒಂದು ಬೋಧಕ ವರ್ಗದ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆನೇ ಬಹಳ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇತ್ತು. ಒಂದ್ ವೇಳೆ ರೆಕ್ರೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರು ಕೂಡ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದಂತ ಒಂದು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಇಲ್ದಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಲೆಕ್ಚರರ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದೆಲ್ಲೋ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಈ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಒಂದು ಏನು ಕ್ರಿಯಾಶೀಲ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿತ್ವಗಳಿದಾವೆ ಅವ್ರಗಳ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಭಾಷೆಯ ಪರಿಚಯ ಆಗಿರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಭಾಷೆ ಇವತ್ತು ಇಡೀ ಜಗತ್ತಿನಾದ್ಯಂತ ಒಂದು ಏಕ ಭಾಷೆಯಾಗಿ ರೂಪುಗೊಂಡು ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಾರಾಷ್ಟ್ರೀಯ ಮಟ್ಟದಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯವಹಾರಿಕ ಭಾಷೆಯಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾರಣಗಳಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಬಳಸ್ತಾ ಇರುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಮಾತೃಭಾಷೆಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಾಧಾನ್ಯತೆಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಹೇಗೆ ನಾವು ಇರ್ತೇವೋ ಕನಿಷ್ಠ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅನ್ನ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಾದಂಥದ್ದು ಕನಿಷ್ಠ ಅವಶ್ಯಕತೆ ಇದೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಂದು ಭಾಷೆ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಭುತ್ವ ಬರ್ಬೇಕಾದಾಗ ಗ್ರಾಮೀಣ ಭಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಖ್ಯವಾಗಿ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಾಕರಣಬದ್ಧವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಭಾಷೆಯನ್ನ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಮಾತಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬರವಣಿಗೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಆ ಭಾಷೆಯ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹಿಡಿತ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಒಂದು ಥೀಮ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಮರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಟೀಚ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು, ಒಂದು ಗ್ರಾಮರ್ ಅನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಲಿಸ್ಬಹುದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಕಲಿಬಹುದು ಅನ್ನೋಂಥ ಒಂದು ವಸ್ತು ವಿಷಯನ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಹುಶಃ 19ನೇ ಈ ಸರಣಿಯಲ್ಲಿ 19ನೇ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಮುಗಿಸಿ 20ನೇ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ತಾವು ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ನಿಜವಾಗಿಯೂ ಕೂಡ ಅಶೋಕ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ತುಂಬ ಹೃದಯದ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. ಬಹುಶಃ ಇಂಥ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನಗಳು ನನಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಏನಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಟೆಕ್ನಾಲಜಿನ ಒಂದು ಟಚ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ತಮ್ಮ ಜ್ಞಾನವನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪರಸ್ಪರ ಒಂದು ಸಂವಹನವನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅನ್ನ ರೆಡಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ವಿಶೇಷವಾದ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ. ಈ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ತುಂಬಾ ಯಶಸ್ಸಾಗಲಿ. ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಈ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನದಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಇರ್ತೇನೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಒಬ್ಬ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರ ಶಿಕ್ಷಣಾಧಿಕಾರಿಯಾಗಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿಯಾಗಿ ಇದನ್ನ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದಷ್ಟು ವಿಸ್ತೃತವಾದಂತ ಹಂತಕ್ಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೇನೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ರಿಗೂ ಶುಭವಾಗ್ಲಿ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಯಶಸ್ಸಾಗ್ಲಿ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹಾರೈಕೆಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ನನ್ನನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಆಹ್ವಾನಿಸಿ ಅತಿಥಿ ನುಡಿಗಳನ್ನ ಹಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಕ್ಕೆ ಸೆಕ್ರೆಟರಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇರ್ಪಡೆಯಾಗಿರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಸಕ್ತ ಬೋಧಕ ವರ್ಗದವರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದ ನಮನಗಳನ್ನ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹದ ಮಾತುಗಳನ್ನಾಡಿದಿರಿ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸಹಕಾರ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಸದಾ ಹೀಗೆ ಇರಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಭಾವಿಸ್ತೇವೆ. ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದುದ್ದಕ್ಕೂ ಕೂಡ ನೀವು ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆಗಿದ್ದು ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹಿಸಬೇಕಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ವಿನಂತಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ತೇವೆ ಸರ್. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದಿನ ತರಬೇತುದಾರ ಪರಿಚಯ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ತರಬೇತಿ ಕಡೆಯನ್ನು ಸಾಗುತ್ತೇವೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಇಂದಿನ ತರಬೇತುದಾರರು ಶ್ರೀ ಧರ್ಮಾನಂದ್. He got into service in 2008 at Putturu, Dakshina Kannada. He started his journey as a resource person in 2011. He worked as an MRP for Content Enrichment Program, a scriptwriter for DSCRT radio lessons, and also worked for Diksha app and e-content IT at school. He worked for module preparation as a state resource person, long-time associate with Kumar and joined in autobiographical work. Later, he worked as one of the team members of Mission 95 Plus in Putturu, the project which was awarded by central government. He is also interested in literature, teachers organization, and is the secretary of High School Teachers Association, Putturu. This is our today's trainer, Mr. Dharmananda. I would like to welcome him once again to today's session. And now I would like the floor to him for the training program. Dharmananda sir, the floor is yours.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I especially thank to Ashok Tekate, sir. So, and this is one of the good platforms, whatever the English teachers needed, actually. I was aware of this platform long before ago when Dr. Kumar Swami is was giving a session on it. So I came to know all this. So all these platforms are very useful, especially this Happy English Teachers Forum. Very good platform for the teachers of English all over the Karnataka who are able to update or enhance their teaching learning skills. So thank you for giving me this big opportunity to be here and be a part of it. I'm also one of the teachers like you all, and right now I'm working in Sri Marikamba Government High School, Shirsi. Okay, let us move to today's topic, easy ways to teach English. Actually, this is one of the best topics actually we needed. We get training for this one, skills and listening, writing, and even various skills of professional skills we get training. As usual, we know that we get a lot of materials in teaching of grammar, especially activities. How can we do all that? But what we thought, Ashok sir and I thought, let us give something different one in the way, in the sense, not how to do the grammar or rules and regulation and all. Today, I'm going to present something, or this is all my experience. Yes, I hope my screen is visible now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Friends, let us know that this is easy ways to teach grammar right now. But in fact, it is not the way, as I told earlier, it is not the way how to do reported speech from a direct speech, voice changing, all that. It is not like that. Those things you have already trained in lot of trainings, and you have read a lot. That's a different thing. It is not much needed of the hour. But let us know. There also, I do not think it is easy way to learn English in only that point of view. It is also one of the strategies to teach grammar. To teach grammar in the classroom, wherever you can take up a Kannada medium or English medium, rural or urban. Grammar is entirely different compared to other aspects of the English language or textbook, prose, poetry, and others. It is just like we can compare grammar teaching to the learning of mathematics. Like that, there are a lot of strategies. Also, we can say technique. These are the techniques also you can say. How can we make the learner to attract for the learning of grammar concept, and also one of the methods also we can say. There are slight difference between all these, that. And also we can say plan. So teaching of grammar is not just making method, technique and all. It is also you need to plan also. So let us know. Now I request my Swastik Digital, I think. I would like to join our participants into different groups. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Groups.
Yes, sir. We'll do that. So we are going to create 4
many groups,
breakup
sir?
rooms.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So is it okay, sir? 4?
Now, 4 is enough.
Okay.
These 4 groups are to be discussed in group 1. Let us know this. Is grammar teaching very necessary in classroom? This is they have to discuss and come over here and to tell here. And the second one, which second group will discuss, which is the decisive factor in grammar learning? Is it tense, vocabulary, or language? You can also call medium or medium of instruction, or teachers or learners' ability, which is the decisive factor in understanding the grammar. And the third one, which grammar concept do you struggle a lot in classroom? Grammar concept, you may discuss that. And the fourth group will discuss about, are you good at grammar teaching or teaching of prose, poetry, or LSRW or any other you can mention. So 4 groups will come over here and they brief it after coming out from the breakout room. Shall we? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. It's ready.
Okay.
Yes.
Ashok sir, how long do they spend?
Sir, they will be there for 10 minutes. Is it okay?
10 minutes, I think bit longer. It's okay.
Now it is 5 minutes, sir.
Okay, okay, sir.
Okay.
I think 2 more minutes remain.
3 more minutes, sir.
Okay.
If you want to reduce the time, we can do it.
Yeah, let us reduce.
Okay.
After 1
You tell me, sir. Okay, after 1 minute, I will wind up then.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you good at grammar teaching?
Okay, we are coming back now.
Yes.
Dharmananda sir?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
I think welcome back to all the teachers. I hope you have discussed in lengthy about the concepts or the sub points, whatever we given here. Let us listen. One of you from the group 1 brief the things whatever you discussed. One of you from the group number 1, please.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm
Yeah,
Jayashree. In our group, the opinion that in initial level there is no need to teach grammar directly.
Yeah.
Then to develop their vocabulary, then give expose to speaking skill. Then
Exactly. Right.
informal, like using phrases like that.
Yeah.
And our Nalikali system, English is now we are going to adapt. So this is in this way. I think in our group, all opinion is that grammar teaching is not mainly focus on
Yeah.
initial level.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fine.
Thank you.
Yeah. In initial level, the group 1 discussed initial level. It is not so necessary. It is not necessary itself. They have concluded like this. Thank you, group 1.
Thank you, sir.
Let us hear from the group 2. Any one of you from, please. Group 2, could you hear me? Hello.
Okay, group 2.
Yeah, group 2.
Okay, Rupa madam, please go for it.
Yeah,
Rupa,
please. I think they are not audible, I think. Any other from group 2?
Hello, is it audible, sir?
Yeah, now audible. Now audible.
Sir,
Yes.
your question was which is the decisive factor in learning grammar, whether it is tense, vocabulary, language, or teachers or the learner's ability. As per our discussion, we feel that all the four factors, factors are very much important because
Yeah.
it all starts from teachers and learners until unless and until the teacher is not creative in making the learner develop interest in the language where the language or the medium counts. So the students will not learn, it will be a rote learning instead of creative learning. So our discussion was tense, vocabulary, language. In the initial factor, it is the involvement of the teachers and the learners which help in learning grammar. Then in the later stages, as discussed by group one,
Yeah.
language as well as vocabulary tense can be taken care of in the coming stages. But in the initial stages, it is the involvement of the teachers and the learners which help in learning a language.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Yes, all the four factors will definitely are the decisive factors in learning grammar. Thank you. And then third one. Let us move to third group quickly. Which grammar concept do you struggle a lot in classroom actually? Any one of you from the group 3? Please. You can use chat box also. Yes, anyone from group 3? Group 3, anyone you from group 3, please? I think
Discuss the question number 3, please. The answer. You discuss the discussion.
yeah.
Also discuss question 3.
Yeah, tenses. Some of them told tenses. Okay, I think nobody is coming forward. Anyone? Okay, well, let us move to the fourth question. Fourth group, are you good at grammar teaching or teaching of prose or poetry or LSRW? Anybody from group 4, please? I think you have discussed in breakout room. Please present whatever you have discussed.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Hello, sir. First,
Yeah.
we were all struggling with the network.
It's okay. Everyone will have it.
Yeah. Okay. In our group, we have discussed which are the favorite areas of English teaching. Some of us told prose is easier.
Yeah.
And also activity-based grammar learning.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. If we do it by activity, all the segments will be easier. I think so.
Yeah. Yes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Grammar is a very important factor. Ashwini, someone told. Yes. Thank you. To sum up this, yes, teaching grammar is very necessary in the classroom, like higher level, maybe high school and college or other level. But it is not so much suggested in the initial level. Yes, in primary, usually in early classes. Right. And the decisive factors, all those four factors are very important. They are equally make their role in the learning of grammar. Definitely, no doubt. And which grammar concept do you struggle a lot? That one question we discussed in group 3, it didn't come. Let us leave that, no problem. There are a lot of grammar concepts, maybe reporter speech, maybe voice changing, maybe learning of grammar, maybe learning of tense, and lot of things are there to struggle. It depends all that how we discuss, how either depends on the teacher's ability and learners interest, and the tools and techniques whatever we use in the classroom. It all depends on that. Someone told like that, right? Yes. Are you good at grammar and teaching? Yes, of course we are good at grammar teaching. All we English teachers are good at grammar teaching. some of us, we may like prose teaching or poetry teaching, but we are good at grammar basically. But grammar teaching will not give much, may not give some, sorry, will not, I don't say, may not give much satisfaction, because it needs a lot of works, lot of hard work from the teachers and learners point of view. To know this, today's exactly we are discussing this strategies and easy ways to learn grammar. Let us move to the next grammar slide. I think slide is stuck, sir. Yes. Number one, I'm going to discuss about, there are a lot of techniques. See, dear friends, one thing I would like to clear itself is, whatever I discuss, whatever I present here, all those concepts and the suggestions or whatever the points I discuss here, everything, it is my own experience. Whatever I made in my classroom, and these are my experiments. I think it may suit you, may like you may like it or not, I don't know. But all those things, whatever I present here, everything, it is my own experience. So I would like to present here. But in a way, somewhere I found it successful and I got satisfaction as well. Therefore, I'm presenting these major concepts before you. The first one is grammar of PP and SP. It is very simple, basics of grammar. And and root to all grammar concepts, whatever we say. It is PP means present and past. We make it simple. PP, the first PP is present and past. This is the root of the grammar. This is the basic of the grammar. You know that, present tense and past tense. And there are a lot of functions from these two concepts of grammar, present and past. They are the big characters in the grammar learning. Always. And SP means, let me conclude this one for singular and plural. From this tag, from this two concepts of PP and SP, I made little experience in my classrooms. So when I was in Puttur, 4 years back, I think, I was sent to one school to discuss and make the learners to learn the grammar very quickly within 10-15 days. So I don't know what to do at that moment, but I had to do a lot of experiments. I have to take risk. So I went for this. This is, I think there is no much surprise in it. But what is this? I made this kind of columns present and past, like rows like be, have, and do. What is there special in it? Nothing, but presenting of this be form and have form and do form. That present, what happens in present, what happens in past tense, is, are, am, was, were, has, have, as in have form, and had, do, does, and did. Yes, these kind of columns and tables I used in that class. So after that, I made them to understand this, what is this and how it works, all that. But ask them to write down, keep this table as the blueprint, or just like basic for grammar, learning grammar, especially tense. Then this stands for, this singular and plural. Usually I go with this kind of singular and plural. Basically, I start grammar classes for separately, singular and plural, he, she, it, and names. Any names you can use. And plural, we, you, they, and group. Any group means, plurals, 2 + 2 members. So these two, number one, present and past, this is the table. Second one, this stand as singular and plural. With these two, I used this kind of table. It is for our convenient, I made like this. Actually, I do not go like this. I cannot present here, blackboard or green board. As I write this kind of is, are, am, I initially, slowly, one by one, I will write before the S form, is, S, R for P, and that is singular, plural. in different colors and all, so that they can take down like SP. And you might have observed here had S plus P. S plus P means singular and plural both. Yes, and do and it did here S plus P, singular and plural, both it works. Yes, this is the third step I made. And now the real work starts here. I will take one by one, is, are, am, or was, or were. One by one I will take up in two different parts. See, for example, is stands for singular, Before is, before the word be form is, there should be one what? Any singular, the learners already know what is that singular. He or she or name of a person you can take up. I will say, for example, Yash is in two different ways. I will get the example in two different ways. Happy, Yash is happy, Yash is an actor, Yash is my friend, like that state or mood or job of any person. Another angle, I will take example, Yash is after that, whatever may be, Yash is eating masala dosa with action word adding ing form. See, this is a very important stage in my point of view, because the practice or drill work I used here is dash, maybe he is, she is, or it is, or Yash is, or their name is, or anybody's name you can take up practicing like this. After that, what happens? This is the secondary, but singular and plural will be very clear with this is form. Like that I take are, like that I take am, like that I take was, like that I take were, like that I take have form, and later do form also. Maybe different, but I will take that also. So these are the two different possible statements, possible sentences we can frame. Actually, state, one is state or mood of a person, another one is with action word. Yes, let us move to, yeah. After this, let us conclude this first point as V1 and V2. Actually, in many grammar books, where they discuss this one, present as V1, past as V2. That is quite good also. Like that, I can, in the initial stage, I discussed be form. Later, I could move to have form. After that, do form. After clearing all these three basic forms, I call. After that only, I move to usual verbs. You can take up any action word. See there in the V1 form, you know that. V2 form, what is that? You know that. But I do not immediately move to V3, V4, V5. Yes. Here only I linger a lot of time here. I spend much time here itself, making this concept very clear. After we have do form and usual form verbs, then only I move to modal auxiliary verbs. I think these are the two, V1 and V2. But after completing this V1 and V2, let me move to, for example, there is a, you may be surprised of that. Do form, usually we should know this. If we take up an action word, sleep, we should know that sleeps means does sleep. Sleep means do sleep. You know that. Slept means did sleep. Sorry, it is a mistake here. Did sleep, actually. Yeah, let us learner understand this. Why does and sleeps? That may be a little confusion for the learner. So I will clear this one also very clearly after while introducing about does form. Then more drill works will be on V1, V2, V3, V4, V5, and that is very useful. You can give the list of that, or you can practice or whatever. In initial stage, this is very useful. I found it very useful because after I may take a little more time for this present and past, or for this PP and SP, but definitely these are the this will help in most of the grammar. Most of the grammar concept will have the root here itself. After that, finally, what, dear friends, I will not conclude or move to any other grammar concept abruptly. Finally, I move to, and I finish this, complete this learning tense concept by practicing on finite and non-finite. It may not be there for examination, it may not be there for syllabus, but definitely it is my experience, definitely learning of and non-finite will help the learners to understand present and past, identifying them and make use of them. Definitely it will help. Practicing finite verb and non-finite, you know that. I do not want to pull it on again. After that, I can conclude this for example, let us take, yes. Yeah. For the first concept was that PP and SP. Learning and beginning the grammar, or I do not say beginning of the grammar, it is moving from simple to complex, you may take up. If the tense is clear, especially present and past, but some of them may ask, one who worry about this one, what future tense. I do not want to pull the learners to the future tense again. Future time, that is future time, that's it. You need not to discuss now, we'll take up that in the later stage. So I can give such kind of response for them. And I will conclude, and I linger only in present and past. Okay, that's one thing. Secondly, this is procedural learning. And I don't know what name I could give. But it is not while learning activity or while learning stage. It is not that. Procedure means it more about concepts better understanding. For example, we can take up any grammar concept. We have to understand that grammar concept very well, in depth. We have to understand if the procedure is very clear, if the plan is very clear, so that the other grammar or later grammar concepts can be understood very well. And it's a procedural rather evaluatory based method. We know that activities, worksheets, and lot of things, a lot of sheets, are a lot of exercises will be there. But I feel somewhere they only evaluate the learner, or do they give marks or result. But if we spend more time in procedure, means now, that will help the learners a lot. And lingering more on examples, different possibilities. And I would like to say this procedural learning, more on why and how, rather what. And it is elaboration of that. You can say this is nothing but while learning stage. You may call that, but I do not think while learning. It is while learning, it it requires more activities. But procedural learning, even not only activities, even the possibilities, even the rule also, you can say, even the other examples or different possibilities of grammar, you will be understood by this one. Okay, for example, let us say, if I take up grammar concept called question tag. For example, the statement is here: my grandma watched IPL yesterday. My grandma watched IPL yesterday. This is the example. You have to make question tag. You know the answer. That is not my day's task also. But how can how we can go? How better we understand question tag? All those things you discussed. What is question tag, negative sentence, all those things you have discussed. While making or during the making of question tag, these 4 procedure, we can, if we go, and for example, is there helping verb? This is one of the questions I will ask. If yes, go ahead, no problem. If there is helping verb, you can make a question tag as the as we learned. But if there is no helping verb, the next question should be, in my view, is it a present tense or past tense? Is it a present tense or past tense? The learner will tell it is past tense because they are very familiar with the tense form. After PP and SP method, they will not struggle. They feel very free and comfortable telling of present and past. Often you can ask that also. And the third question you can say, for example, is after telling past tense or getting answer from them, subject is singular or plural? That matters, in question tag. Yes, subject is singular or plural. Yes, it is plural or singular, we can say. Then after clearing these answers, you can move to affirmative or negative, positive or negative. You know that vice versa it happens, so that the answer will be very clearly appearing. So if these 4 steps are practiced in procedure or learning of question tag, and we can understand, the learner will understand the question tag and very well. I did this. So how can I say, Vince? I did this, that I got satisfactory result. Yes. After this, you can take up for example, if you want to practice on voice changing, there also what subject is very important, and present and past is there, and third form is very important, V3, and changing of that. So every grammar, I make this kind of smaller plans to make the learner to understand. Therefore, I call it is a procedural learning, step by step. The third concept I take, the third concept I would like to present before you is our needs or background of the concepts. There are a lot of things to learn in grammar concept. You can take up from tense, preposition, adjectives, voice changing, framing question, question tag, degrees, whatever, you know that. And for those grammars, we need certain words. For example, what are the background or needs of the grammar framing question to learn framing question? What are the needs? Yes, basically it should be there WH words, then present or past. Then the learner should know be, have, or modals without them, or without modals, or without be, or without have, framing question. And later subject or noun or pronoun, you know that. So that after that only presenting the framing questions or any other grammar quite easy or comfortable for the learner. Others, straight away if we introduce or straight away we deal framing question or any other grammar concept, they may feel somewhere confusing, somewhere lag behind. Why it changes like that? Why it is not like that? But if you clear all these 4 possible needs of the concept what you are discussing or telling them, better to clear all this in the previous class only or well in advance, so that framing question will be very easy in my view. After that, after that, one more concept I would like to bring you to your notice case. Logical development of the grammar. You may wonder, it is logical development. I call it a course like. See, in the beginning stage, there is there is connection between one grammar concept to another grammar concept, one grammar learning to another grammar learning. So it is quite useful. Therefore, I made myself, there is a I found a logicality, one after another, which one we can take. Directly we cannot introduce degrees of comparison, or directly we can switch on to voice changing. Better, somewhere I felt better if the connection or logicality between 2 grammar concept between one to another while moving, that will help the learners to understand that concept so well. Therefore, I prepared this kind of logical development in learning grammar concept. In the initial stage, as I presented some time ago, PP and SP. Without that, I do not begin my class. Means for 8th standard also, even 9th or even 10th also. Every year I do that. Better they will understand more. But in 9th and 10th, less work will be there. And maybe you can take a 5th or 6th or 7th or wherever standard, you can develop that. In the initial stage, we can go with PP and SP. We discussed that. After that, without finite and non-finite, my humble request to you, please let us know about this finite and non-finite, so that it will be quoting for learning grammar of tense. So after that, I move to finite and non-finite. After that, you can move to infinitive also. After that only, learning of V1 to V5. V1 to V5. This is only suggestive. I do not say you should go like this. This is the way. No, this is only suggestion. Better if we go like this. I found logicality between these two concepts. V1 to finite, non-finite to V1 and V5. After that, you can move to V1, V2, V3, V4, and V4 and V5. Like that. After that, we'll move to models, so that there is a connection between them. The learning of models can, could, may, might, shall, should, and there are different functions. Language functions are there, different possibilities, capacities, whatever we discuss, that's left to you. After that only we'll move to if clause, because there is connection between model, learning of models to learning of if clause. 3 different sentences, we know that. So there is connection with that. After that I think I decide them, these are the only basics until if clause. After that, 1 minute. Yeah. After that, I move to negative sentence. And there is no much work in negative sentence, using no, not, never, neither, nor, all that, rarely, barely, all that, you know that. I spend much time in negative sentences. Negative, making from affirmative to negative, negative to affirmative. It is left to you and it is left to me how it will work, how it will gain in the classroom. It is our capacity and our ability, our interest, all that. But after if clause, if you move to negative sentence, they can construct a lot of sentences after if clause and models, learning of models. So it will be all round sentences possible. After that, negative and learning negative sentences, I switch on to question tag. There is a connection, you know that negative sentence and affirmative sentence, there is connection with question tag, negative and affirmative. After that, question tag, I can move to framing questions. You know, framing questions, again, there is lot of work to do. Maybe with the WH words, maybe with the tense form, maybe with the transformation of the sentence, all that. Like that, slowly, one by one, you can make the list of that, or one after another. Other transformation you can move to. But here comes one question. The syllabus, the given or the textbook presents in different manner. Grammar, learn grammar through language use, all that names are there. They may not match to your list of, or making logical development, what we discussed here. But what I do, I do not worry about the syllabus given by the textbook. Anyhow, I will touch that grammar in the course of time. They may give in the first unit, or they may give it in the 7th unit, or they may give it in the third unit. But I take it as a whole. As a whole, I take it, and somewhere I will have to meet that, and learners will also understand that. I do not worry about in the first unit only I have to finish this finite. In the fourth unit only I have to finish in question type. Like that, the textbook may have, but for the better learning of the learners, the grammar, I will make this change. So you have to decide here. It is left to you. I do not say it is only a possible way. I hope you understood these four: logical development and yes. Next, grammar. Easy way to learn the grammar is interesting and funny examples. Look at the sentences below. There are two sentences. Ravi eats mangoes. Quite usual we discuss in class. Second one, Bakasura tastes pani puri. You may feel wonder, or the learner will definitely catch this sentence. Therefore, I suggest I use in my class. I do not take up any abrupt sentences like Ravi eats mangoes, Mr. John comes to Bangalore, or the example from any textbook, abrupt examples, or examples. I do not take. I prefer this kind of examples. Even the one who is not interested in grammar or learning, the learner will attract to this kind of, at least for the sake of examples. Panipuri is there, Bakasura is her. Wow, what is there is connection between these two? They definitely come to this blackboard or your example. Definitely they will be attracted. Don't you think so? Yes. Hope you are listening to. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Like that, I take such kind of interesting and funny examples. Therefore, I present here. Then few more examples you can take from. Only these are the suggestions. Film themes. Students are very much interested in films and all that. Social media, even IPL, the animations. You can take example from them. Animations, even serials in local events or nearby. If we take up Bangalore, Mysore, like that, for the people of Mysore, it is okay. For the people of Bangalore, it is okay. But for the people of one who resides in Kundapur and Bangalore, they may not appeal. They may not appeal. But if they take up the local name, they will be attracted to this example. So that some examples I present before you. Sonu Nigam watched Bailata. Yakshagana you can take up. Another example I have here, grandma is playing cricket match. So funny it is. Ankita is having Kesari bath. And yesterday I went to Alemani. I like watching Big Boss. Really, these are interesting and funny. And please see that do not take some issue or religious matter. Please do not take that. Be careful about that. Nowadays, it is very dangerous. But please see that which suits you in your classroom. Which example may attract the learner to learn a grammar. But you may ask me, it may distract the learner to only for laughing or enjoying on the class will lose the classroom management, it will be spoiling. But I do not think so. Initially you can take up to this so that they will be attracted to the concept what you want to teach. But later stage you can take any example, they may come to this. But once they attracted to this kind of example, they will learn automatically the rules and regulations and changes and transformation, vocabulary, everything they will. And it helped me in my class. Therefore, I am telling this. I think it is useful taking interesting and funny examples. What we learned in our schools and all, the examples never it appealed us. The example never stayed in our mind forever. The examples like this, they may come to this. Okay, this is what. Then another concept I would like to move quickly to the Ashok sir. whenever the time ends, please remind me. I will stop there itself.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. After that, the sixth concept I want to present before you is marketing the concepts. You may surprise for this. Marketing the concepts means marketing, making commercial only. You know that in advertisement there is nothing to have gain from those product, but they present in a different manner. They product present and attract you in a different manner, so that I should take this. So that nowadays I feel marketing our marketing in the sense, do not think negatively. Marketing may make advertisement, make our concept, learning concept to attract more. Some of the suggestive techniques, suggestive steps we can make the concept to attract the learner. Tell it in advance, not the concept. Dear students, tomorrow I have very important concept to very important thing to share before you. Please come with this activity. You can give any activity related to or linked to the concept you want to discuss, which one you feel very important. Then give lot of scope for that. Then give lot of scope. For example, every year maybe 10 to 15 concepts we can learn. That's all. So 10 to 12 concepts we give lot of scope for that. They can attract for that. You can have different plannings. Maintain curiosity, as I told earlier. For example, tell a story in continuous tense only. You can give a task for them only in continuous tense. When it is possible, when you are discussing about tense, so that you can tell the learners how to frame. You have to tell the stories in continuous tense only, not the learners, we as a teacher. Then you can take them to any kind of, see, this kind of examples are coming. The learner will catch that only ing form is coming, only something is and am or are or was are coming, something is there, so that they will start thinking. So this kind of techniques or this kind of strategies, or I would say this, marketing the concepts or learning concepts of grammar. You can take up for this one for any grammar, any learning concept. You can take it for prose, poetry, even LSRW. Then seventh concept or seventh thing, seventh one, tell a story for parts of speech. For example, using LSRW in teaching grammar, we are limiting our teaching grammar only in writing usually, but we can also take listening or speaking and reading skills for teaching grammar. For example, you present a story, then ask them to list down what are the nouns, what are the places or action words or adjectives. You can name it in different way. You need not to tell it in advance, it is noun, it is verb, it is adjective, it is adverb. You can name it names or things or places under this column, and action words under this column, and describing word under this column, manner of something in this kind of column. After that, you can move to and give conclusion to what this is noun, this is verb, or this is adjective. Definitely, since I couldn't take it as example here, listening, or you have to tell a story, so learners will listen the story and they will catch it. In the second reading, they will catch this one. You have to present it on the blackboard, maybe you can use it. List down, understand or catch or listen the names or things and places, then action words, then describing words. They will focus on that, they will focus on that, so that they will write it here, so that you can understand or make the learners to understand the grammar concept like this. Then the eighth concept I would like to move. I think we are in the final stage. there should be clarity between grammar of vocabulary and grammar of transformation. Dear friends, I would like to say, I think you know this very well. There are certain grammar, it means you have to work a lot. Grammar means you have to work a lot, you have to understand a lot. Parts of speech, articles, suffixes and prefixes, linkers, there also you have to work a lot. You have to teach. There also you have to understand the learner more. Let us finish this grammar of vocabulary in the initial stage. As the first group concluded, initial stage, grammar is not needed, but the grammar of vocabulary is needed. Understanding the grammar of vocabulary, it is in a way moving to grammar, of transformation. If these learning of grammar of vocabulary, this is very clear, it went smoothly. The learning of grammar of a transformation would be very easier. In grammar of transformation, transforming or changing from one sentence to another, from active to passive voice, from statement to WH question, from degrees to another degree, and statements to reported speech. Like that, you can move. Other than this, like that, we can understand or make learners to understand grammar concepts very easily. I think these are not sufficient for you. I do not think also, but these are the only suggestions I would like to tell before you. Apart from this, you may have a lot of other techniques and lot of other strategies, lot of other plans you may have. But I would like to add one or two. For example, there is, while learning different grammar, we learn voice changing, framing questions, degrees and all. But for our surprise, we know that only reported speech changes the tense form. No other grammar. I think no other grammar. Let us, the learner, understand this so that they may not focus more on changing of tense. They do not worry about present and past. They may focus on the actual need of that grammar. No change in other grammar. That is one thing. And there should be clarity between forms and verbs. Different forms, that comes to vocabulary, you may say. Correct form of the verb, correct form of the word, there is different. Correct form of the word only possible with noun, verb, adverb and adjective. Only possible with, no other change. So that you can clear that. But correct form of the word includes correct form of the verb also. Verb is different. Maybe V1, V2, V3, V4, V5. But correct form of the word and correct form of the verbs entirely different. We know that. Let the learners also know that. Then you may not agree the next thing what I say. Let us discuss the grammar in depth. You may agree or may not, or agree, I do not think, but I go in depth every aspect of the grammar, I will say. For example, there is a worksheet given by the DSRT. Lot of examples are given. One of the examples, change into negative form. I spent 1 or 2 periods, I think. So I touched all the possible way of using no, not, never, neither, nor, hardly, rarely, everything I did. So learning of negative sentence will be very easy for them to for the next classes. Then finally, nothing I would like to conclude, but I do not think these abrupt examples will not appeal them. That is one of the things I would like to request you. Take the examples, very interesting one, that is very funny one. So that's it, I think. With this, finally, let us know that grammar learning made easy only this is our motto. This is our aim in the classroom. So, dear friends, the concepts or the points what are presented here, all those I did in my class. So that's my experience. I do not think this is the right. I do not think this is the, it is not right to do like this. You may say, I agree that, I take up that, I accept that. But I do not think, traditionally, I do not take that. Whoever may say, any officers or any training may give anything, but I decide my learners and I decide what they should understand. I know that there is a connection between me and my learner, and I know that how that learner and me connected, which thing or which mediator can be connected to. So I know that current, I know their mood. So I did all this. Probably it may work. I don't think so. It will not work, but definitely it is my suggestion. You may tell anything about for this these concepts. Most welcome. I learn with that. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dharmananda sir. Let us go to the participants. The participants, if you have any.
Yeah.
Hello. Dear participants, if you have any questions on the topics or the content which are discussed in this session, you can share it, you can ask it, and at the same time, you can share your opinion and feedback also on the today's session.
Yes.
Yeah, one of the teachers asked, give an example to teach finite and non-finite verb. Just to much, I think she had asked a question in the early part of the session, sir. Can you go for it, sir?
Pardon, sir? I didn't listen. Your voice is not
give an
clear.
example to teach. Give an example. Okay. Give one example to teach finite and non-finite verbs.
Where to introduce that? Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
It was in the chat box.
Yeah. I
finite
say
and non-finite verb.
Why it is useful. Yeah. Learning of finite and non-finite is useful in my point of view, because see, you know that finite verb is finite verb decides the tense of the sentence, whether it is in present or past, and that is finite. The action word or V1, the action word V3, V4, V5, that decides it is it does not decide the tense form, present or past. So those are non-finite, we know. But spending time on now finite and non-finite make the learners to understand V1 to V5 better. Learners will understand present tense and past tense, present form and past, and so that they may shift to their mind to, for example, works and worked. If you take up worked as an example, I worked, it is there, it is V2. I have worked, it is there. And the difference between these two, worked and another worked, will be understood better by learning finite and non-finite. And they will understand wherever in outside the classroom. If they find I have worked, it means is V3 and I can make use of like this. So finite and non-finite work, it is not compulsion, but it makes the learning understanding of tense form better. That's what my suggestion. If we without that also you can go, but finite and non-finite dealing with that helped me a lot. That's what I would I did say that.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you. If anybody has any question, you can ask it. And at the same time, you can also drop your feedback. Hello. I'm giving the feedback in the chat box. If any questions, also you can ask it.
Yes, please.
Teachers are giving feedback in chat box. Dharmananda, sir, you can go for it.
Yeah. I'm going through, sir.
Please go for it.
Sir,
And
sir,
any questions?
am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Please continue.
Sir, we can teach grammar. I agree with your opinion, and I will adapt your information and what you taught today. My question is that whether it is need to speak in English, while speaking English, use grammatically or we in our classroom.
Yeah.
Whether,
Yeah, understood. Thank you. Very nice question. Yeah.
okay.
Again, I yeah, sir, you want to say?
No, please go.
Okay. My opinion is the medium of instruction or the bilingual method or the only in English, that doesn't matter. Better you use English more so that the learners will understand that very quickly. That is okay. But somewhere you can use judicial usage of or mother tongue or bilingual method. Wherever necessary, you can use in initial stage, no problem. I do not think it is big offense. Or completely whole class in grammar teaching in Kannada or somewhere I feel not so good because if the learners accustomed to only for mother tongue or bilingual method, they may not switch on to the actual learning or learning of English. You can use both in the initial stage. Slowly you can develop. It is my opinion. It is what I feel. Teaching of grammar where there is key issues, where there is key issues. For example, learning of this one question tag. If you take up, vice versa. There you can use ulta palta agutte anta helbodu. There you can use so that they quickly understand. Oh yes, like this. If this negative sentence, the question type will be positive, affirmative. Or for affirmative is there, negative. Ulta palta agutte antandre they can understand quickly. In such examples, you can give. But all that left to you, ma'am. Thank you. Jai Shri, ma'am.
Okay, thanks, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, madam. Other participants, if you have any questions, please ask it. Shashi, sir.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello. Shashidhar from Puttur, Dharmananda.
Hello,
Good
Shashidhar.
evening.
How are you? Good evening. Good evening.
Good session, Dharmananda. I got a lot of tips, especially that examples are very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Well session.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shashi, sir. Anybody else? And also share your feedback, and at the same time, you are open for asking any questions regarding the today's topic.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Okay. Thank you, Dharmananda, sir. It's very interesting session. We will strengthen the actual classroom experiments and experiences. It is one of the key areas for teachers are facing problems.
Yeah. Sir?